Hey there, fashion fashionistas. It is Kylene here with a Wednesday wardrobing live video. Oops, gotta put that down. Wednesday wardrobing live video. This is the first class in my four-part series of how to get your closet organized and how to go through it, how to know what to give away, what to keep, what to throw away, how to be able to see what you have and be able to really put clothes together easily, so you aren't spending 20 minutes in the morning in your closet going, oh my gosh, what am I going to wear? This four-part series will take you from the very beginning to the very end of that process, all the way allowing you to create a shopping list so that you know what to look for when you're shopping, so you don't have the random item buying that then creates singles in your closet that you can't match up with anything. I'm also going to talk about how to organize your accessories, how to plan your outfit out at the end of your day before you get up the next morning, including your accessories and your shoes and everything, just to create a much more peaceful, restful morning experience than spending 20 minutes in your closet, changing outfits 3 times, then rushing out the door because you're late because you did all of that. All right? So let's get started. So the first step is called get organized. And this may look a little bit like your closet. I would say most people's closets look a little bit like this, right? Everything is kind of mixed together. There's no organization. Blouses are with jackets, or with jeans, or with slacks, or with leggings. And so to find something, you have to go through all your pieces and figure out what you're going to wear, right? So my system of organization is going to make this a whole lot easier to manage. So what we're going to do is we're going to separate what we have by categories, and then by lengths, sleeve lengths, and pant lengths, skirt lengths, and then by color. And in the end, what you're going to find is as you stand back and look, you're going to be clearly able to see exactly what you have, exactly how many tanks you have, how many tees you have, how many pullovers you have, how many sweaters you have, how many jeans you have, how many slacks you have. And what that does for you is it helps you to see what you need, what you have too much of, what you don't have enough of, what you're missing. Not only in styles, but also in colors too, because we tend to get in a rut when we're buying and we buy the same colors over and over and over again. And that really becomes clear when you organize by color, because you can see exactly, oh my gosh, I have 10 red tops. I don't need 10 red tops. Don't buy any more red tops, right? Okay, so what we're going to do first and foremost is we're going to separate everything by category. So I'm going to pull out first and foremost the tank tops out of here. And I'm going to put those all together at the front. Make sure you can see all this. All right, next I'm going to pull out my short sleeve tops. And I'm going to put those behind the tank tops. Next I'm going to do my long sleeve tops. Now, within this section of long sleeve tops, I'm going to separate things by blouses. So these two are going to qualify as blouses. And this one, I kind of tend to think of blouse as collared generally, but when they're dressy like this, I count that as a blouse. You could also count that as a pullover. And then I'm going to separate that by long sleeve, just casual pullovers, like something like this, and then turtlenecks. And I separate turtlenecks out because they're a layering item for me. And so just like a tank top, when I need a tank, I need to be able to find all my tanks. When I need a turtleneck, I need to be able to find all my turtlenecks. So it just makes it easier for me. So I'm going to separate the turtleneck out. So now I have tank tops, I have short sleeve tees, I have blouses, long sleeve blouses, I have long sleeve pullovers, and then I have sweaters or turtlenecks, okay? Okay, next, I fold all of my sweaters on the top of my closet, but if you hang your sweaters, next would be sweaters. You want to put all your sweaters together, and you want to do the same thing. You want to start with your short sleeve sweaters, then go to your 3/4 length sweaters, then your long sleeve sweaters. So you always start with the shortest first and go to longest, all right? And then last, I would do jackets. So I like to separate my jackets out because, again, if I've got my slack and I've got my layering piece and I need a jacket, I'm not going to go looking in the blouses for that. I need to have them together. So I've got a denim jacket and I've got this cute little faux suede jacket, and I'm going to put those together as well. So you see I've started with my layering, most basic sleeveless, and then moved into those other categories. Then I'm going to do the same thing with my bottoms. Now my categories in bottoms would include shorts, crops, jeans, crops or ankles, jeans, slacks, leggings, and skirts, okay? So first I would start with, I don't have any ankle pants in this, oh I do. So here are 2 ankle pants. So if I didn't have any shorts, I would start with my ankle pants, because those are going to be the shortest, and I would put those together. And then next I would put my boot cut jeans together and my straight leg jeans together. Again, this may seem like overkill, but what you're doing in this is you are really able to see how many ankle pants do you have, how many boot cuts do you have, how many straights do you have. We all tend to have too many jeans. And so the benefit to this is you can really start to see that when you put them all together like this. So I've got all my jeans together. Oh, one more colored jean. I'm going to stick that together with that. Now, probably, well, we'll save the coloring for later. We'll come back to that. So next, I've got my leggings. So I've got a denim pair of leggings and a black pair of leggings. I'm going to put those together. And then next, I would do my slacks. So my work slacks, I've got a black pair and a navy blue pair. I would put those together. And last, I would finish with my skirts, okay? And I would put all those together. So the other category I left out of in the top category are cardigans. So I separate my sweater cardigans from my jackets. Like, I consider these 2 different categories. Even though they're both layering pieces and I organize my cardigans next to my jackets, I still put all of these kind of jackets together and all of these kind of cardigans together. So I would add that at the end here. All right? So now you can see already, look at how much more organized this is than what it started with, right? Just simply putting categories together makes a huge difference. And you can stop here if you want to. You don't have to go to this next step. But I like this, especially because I do have a lot of clothes. I own a clothing store. So I like to be able to see the colors that I have and where I kind of tend to have too much of one color. So the next thing I do is I color order everything. So the way that I color order is Roy G. Biv, okay? So red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. The colors are the rainbow. So I go through my tank tops. I take all of my red tank tops, I put them together, and then all of my red, orange, and then red, orange, yellow, green. The oranges are going to be in there, and then the green, and then your blues. So all of your denim blues, your navy blues, your indigos, that's purple. No, indigo is darker blue, so lighter blue, darker blue, and then purple. And then I do my grays, blacks, whites, tans, and browns at the end, okay? So red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. And then blacks, grays, browns, tans, creams, all together, all right? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take all of your tanks and you're going to color organize them by that acronym. Then you're going to take all of your T's and you're going to color organize them. Now, if you don't have an orange T, you just skip right over that. You just go from red, yellow, and whatever. Okay, so if you don't have it, just skip it. Don't worry about that. No big deal. You might have 4 T's, you know, but actually coloring them like this is really helpful. And then you're going to do that with all of your blouses. So I actually have 4 blouses here, so I could kind of show you a little bit of an example here. So red, I don't have any, right? No, none of those. Actually, red, orange, I would count this as orange. It's rust, but it has an orange cast. So red, orange, I don't have any yellow. Green, I don't have any green. Blue, I have this blue one. Oh, this one might count as green. And this is where when you get into prints, you have to just pick one. What's the dominant color in this? Does this seem more blue to you? Does this seem more green to you? You could consider it either one. After all, it's your closet, right? So I'm going to put this actually as a green and then a blue, okay? So what happens when you get all that done is you have a really nice, organized, visually appealing closet that's super helpful when you're matching things up, because you've got all of your light colors together. So if you're like, oh, I've got navy blue pants, well, I can put pinks with navy blue, I can put lighter denim blues with navy blue, I can put gray with navy blue. You could go straight to those sections and you're just bing, bang, bong, out the door you go, all right? Okay, so then you're gonna move on to your sweaters, you're gonna color organize them, move on to your jackets, color organize them, and then on your bottoms, the same thing. So with your jeans, what I would recommend is you go vintage wash, medium blue wash, dark wash, colored. That put them together like that. Vintage wash, which are these lighter things. And then this would be medium blue to dark wash. And then all of your colored jeans together. So you're going to be able to easily see all the denims that you have in the different washes and then all the colors that you have. And then you're going to move on to this, do the same thing with your leggings, same thing with your slacks, and same thing with your skirts. All right? So that is my get organized strategy. That's like major organization. I recognize that. But I'm telling you, it really works. And it really helps you to get dressed so much faster. And the other thing is you're going to see combinations that you never saw before. When your closet is all just willy-nilly and everything's mixed in, you kind of just tend to go back to the same pairings over and over and over again because it's so much work to try to think about something new. How else could I wear this? What else could I put this with? But when you have everything color organized, then you can easily see, oh my gosh, this plaid shirt would look great over this gray tank. Or this plaid shirt would look great over this gray tank, okay? So you can start to see brand new pairings that you never saw before, new ways to wear your same outfits that you've always been wearing. Super, super, super helpful. So worth the time and effort. You have a week to complete this step, all right? So I want you to schedule it on your calendar. Find a block of time, give yourself a couple hours to spend in your closet, light your candles, get your music going, maybe have a glass of wine, make it a very enjoyable experience to go through this process. And then when you're done with that, you're going to come back next Wednesday and we're going to tackle, now that we've organized everything, how do we decide what to keep, what to pitch, and what to put in the donation pile, right? And that's a hard step, but this first step is going to make you feel so good. As you're going through this first step, you are going to see things that you think, I know, I am never wearing this again. Either I can't fit into it anymore, or I don't like it anymore, or every time I put it on, I take it off. Those kinds of things, don't even keep those for next week. Just get those out of there as you're going through. The ones I want you to deal with next week are the ones that you struggle with. The ones that are like, I don't know, should I let go of this? Should I not let go of this? I don't know if this is in style anymore. Those are the ones that we want to tackle next week. So if there are no-brainers, like it's pilled, it's ripped, it's stained, you know, the color's faded, get rid of those in this step. It's easy to do. You're going through everything anyway, so you can just, as you're doing it, you can take a quick look at it and be like, okay, yeah, this one, it looks old, it needs to go. And you just put it in a pile. It's going in you might make 2 piles. You might make the pitch pile because it's old, it's worn out, and I don't even want to donate it. And then make a donation pile, which is still in good shape. I just don't like it. I can't fit into it. I don't want to wear it anymore. I'm tired of it, right? So make 2 separate piles and just get rid of that stuff right now. The no-brainers, the easy ones, not the ones you have to consider, but the ones that are just like, yeah, done. No, moving on. Don't want that in my closet anymore. Okay, what do you do when you have 4 different sizes in your closet? Right? That's tough. So I guess you have to be really honest with yourself and ask yourself, am I ever going to get back to that smallest size? I mean, legitimately, do I have the discipline, the motivation to do what it needs to take to get back to that smaller size? If the answer is no, let it go. Put those clothes in the donation pile and let somebody else use them who's going to enjoy them, and so they're not just sitting there like dead weight in your closet. Generally, those middle sizes are what you want to keep. I mean, ideally, you don't ever want to get back to the big end either, right? You want to like, okay, I'm probably not going to get back to that small size, or I don't want to go back to the big size, but that middle range, you know, the 10-12, the 8-10, the 12-14, you know, those I think you keep, because we all fluctuate in our weight. 5 to 10 pounds, that's enough to move you up a size or down a size. So I think you keep those. What I don't want you to keep are the ones on the extreme end of the spectrum, unless you think that it's likely that you're going to go back in those directions. And that's just getting honest with yourself. You know what I mean? Like, that's something I've had to face this year. Like, the size 4, that's gone for me. I'm not going to get into a size 4 anymore. I'm a 6 now, sometimes an 8, just depends. I'm not getting back to that size 4. I'm working really hard to maintain the 6 and the 8, and I'm just happy to be there. So I need to let that go for myself. You know, I'm just turned 50. It's okay, right? So that's the kind of conversation that I want you to have with yourself, okay? All right, I'm trying to think if there are any other. Don't stress about the color organization. Just do your best. Write those colors down on a piece of paper: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, black, grays, whites, creams, browns, okay? Write those down. Just do it with every single category. Skip over the ones you don't have. Don't stress about the patterns. Just be like, what is the most dominant color in this pattern? Use the first one that comes to mind, because in the end, it will look beautiful, I promise you. You do not have to be a color expert to perform this step. So don't stress about that, and don't get too caught up in the categories. You know, it's okay if you have some of those mixed in together, or you're like, I don't know if I should call this a blouse or a pullover. Totally okay. You might not have enough long sleeve tops to even separate them. You know what I mean? You might be like, I've got 4 long sleeve tops. I'm not going to mess with separating blouses and pullovers. Don't worry about that. If you have enough, do it. If you don't have enough, don't worry about it. It's in the end, you're going to separate the categories that you have the most of, and those are the ones that are really going to make the difference for you. All right? So here's the deal. This is a 4-video series. So every night, every Wednesday night, you have the opportunity to enter to win a little selfie light, which is great. I love mine. I use mine all the time. See, look at the difference. There I am without it, and there I am with it, right? So if you do videos, if you do FaceTime, if you do a lot of selfies, these are great. They're Bluetooth. I'm sorry, they're not Bluetooth. They're rechargeable batteries, so you charge them a couple hours. It has 3 different light settings. So it's got a bright light, a dim, a brighter, and an extra bright. So that's really nice too. And they last for a long time. Like I can do, I don't know, 5 or 6 videos on mine before I have to replace it. All right, so super cool gadget. So what you have to do to enter to win that is like, comment, and share this video. Okay, so you like it first and foremost. Second of all, I want you to tell me what was the most enlightening step or the scariest step, either one, the one you're looking forward to or the one you're scared of. And third, I want you to share it with someone who you think would like it, okay? If you like, comment, and share, I want you to say did it with your comment. That means you liked it and shared it. And everybody who does that is going to get entered to win one of these. And that's going to be every single week. And then anybody who watches all 4 videos, likes, comments, and shares on all 4 videos is going to get entered to win a $25 gift certificate to Fashion Crossroads or FC Outlet, both, at the end of the series. All right? So make sure that you do all those. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to put them in the comments. I will be happy to answer them for you. All right? Hey, Michelle. Yeah, your donate pile. Yeah. All right. Okay, guys, have a great night.